Hello everyone, this is theHunter DD33. I just heard the Dall Sheep came out the other day and I haven't had time to hunt them yet. So we're out here on WhiteRime Ridge and we're going to be using the reverse draw crossbow. And I also have the 270 Call of the Wild in case we see some smaller males or maybe even some females. We might take them out with this. But hopefully we can find a pretty good sized ram and we can take them out with the nice winter camo reverse draw crossbow. So basically, my goal is to sort of hunt along this ridge here and kind of come around over and up through this path here. And I'm hoping we find something along the way somewhere in here. If we don't find anything here, then we'll probably circle back and come hunt up over in here. So we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so I guess that's what's going to happen first. We just got a call from a Dall Sheep. I have no clue if it was a male or a female or what it was, but it was in this direction. So we're going to mark about where it was at, and we'll head over there and take a look. Something tells me it's going to be pretty difficult to find these things. Oh, so I'm spotting a male Dall Sheep somewhere, but oh, it's right there. I can't even see him. He's kind of walking right towards us, actually. So he's not a very big one, but he is a male. And, oh, he's right there. Yeah, he's not far at all. So we're going to take him out with the 270 Call of the Wild. Alright, so he's hit and he's down. He was quartering away quite a bit, so I just basically put it right on the middle of the body and took a shot. Alright, here he is down here. Our first Dall Sheep. Yeah, he looks to be I would have to assume probably like a 120s, maybe 115s Dall Sheep. So let's pick him up and take a look. Shot him at 107 meter or 100.7 meters. We hit it in intestine and left lung. So he doesn't quite score 100, but he is our first Dall Sheep. So we'll definitely take a trophy shot. And it's actually only probably like my 5th or 6th kill with the 270 Call of the Wild. So that's pretty cool too. Alright, not bad. So let's go and try and find some more. Alright guys, so we just found some ram droppings here. And a fox called. And so we were running around in the area and we just found a couple of tracks here. And here's another Dall Sheep track. So this one looks like there's a herd of them. So we're probably going to follow them a little ways and see where they take us to. And a Sitka deer call. Oh, so these tracks are actually pretty fresh. I don't think we're going to run anymore. Yeah, we're definitely not too far away from these Dall Sheep here. So if we can get somewhere where we can see them, that'd be pretty cool. Just scan up ahead a little ways and see if we can't see anything here. Most likely they're probably in this thick brush over here in all these trees. Oh, right there, look at that. We found one. So there's a male, younger male. Now hopefully we can find some more in the group. Looks like there's just one there. A rabbit. Yeah, very strange. We see one male Dall Sheep. I don't even know if that's in the same herd or not. Well, let's get a rifle out and take him out. Oh, Sitka buck. Actually a pretty good sized Sitka buck. But we're not really after him. Although he is a pretty good one. Yeah, I think we're going to take him out. And there goes the Dall Sheep. Let's see if we can get him on the run. And that should have been a hit. But depending on whether or not that brush deflected our shot, we won't know until we go over there. But I'm pretty sure we got him. So we should have got both of them. Let's go check. It's looking like the Dall Sheep is dead, right? No, that's not him. I wonder if we hit the brush. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so we must have hit the brush and it ricocheted off. We didn't kill it. I think that's him right there. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to take out this Dall Sheep here before he gets out of render. He's a little ways out there. I don't want to shoot him if it's a big male. I can't tell if it's a different one or if it's the same one. It almost looks like the same one. Definitely looks a little bit bigger, but... So he's down. Yeah, it could be the same one or it could be a little bit bigger, but either way he's not a trophy size ram. So let's pick up our Sitka. Yeah, that's a pretty good Sitka here. It's probably going to be 100 plus scoring. So let's see. 94.9. Definitely not a bad one. We'll take a quick trophy shot at him. Alright, nice Sitka buck. And let's go get our Dall Sheep. So there must have been a different Dall Sheep because these tracks here were all new trails. We did get two of them. So we got the other one that we shot at too. Look, he's down over here. So this is the first one we shot at. We must not have hit him very good. He died in these trees. And then the second one is here. And he actually looks like a pretty decent one. He's definitely a pretty decent one. This one might be like a 140s or 150s. So let's see what he scores. We spawn shot him. 144. So not a bad one. Definitely not a bad one. And so far it's our biggest one. But he's still not quite big enough to take him out with a bow. So I'm glad we didn't spend too much time on that. Alright, pretty cool picture. And let's go get our other one. He's down. Oh, right there. That's a pretty good male right there. He's not as big as I thought he was. Just a medium young male. But he isn't within range of the crossbow. So let's try and take a shot on him. He's 66 meters away. And we got the winter camo reverse shot crossbow. So we should be able to put one right in there. Crushed him. Wind pushed it a little bit to the right. But I think we still should have got like intestine and liver maybe. So hopefully he doesn't go too far. Alright, so here's apparently another sick deer's calling. So here's our other sheep that we shot. This is the one we shot on the run. And I thought I hit some brush, but apparently we killed it. He's down right here. 170.3 meters. We hit him on the run in the hip bone intestine. And he scores 90.11. We're not going to take a trophy shot of him. So let's go over here and see what kind of blood we got on that Dall Sheep that we just shot. I think this is his track here. But there still should be one or two more not too far away. So here he has some, looks like body blood. Yeah, the wind pushed it just a little bit. Alright, so we have a pretty nice Sitka buck coming in now. We're just going to take him out. It'll give us some time to go track down that other Dall Sheep that we shot. Alright, so he's down. And look at all the Dall Sheep take off, the Sitkas take off back here. Wow. Don't see any other bucks. Looks like a bunch of does. Ton of does. So here's our buck right here. Pretty good one. Let's see what he scores. So we heart shot him at 84 meters and he scores 96.2. So we're not going to take a trophy shot because he pretty much scores exactly the same as the other one. Ooh, this looks like a pretty big track here. Let's stay on that one. Alright guys, here's our Dall Sheep. He's down right here. So let's pick him up and then get back on the track. Yeah, he's not a bad one. We hit him in the shoulder blade at 64 meters and he scores 138.6. So he's the first one we shot with the bow. So we'll pick him up and take a trophy shot at him. Yeah, you can't really see where we hit him, but like I said, it's a shoulder blade shot. So he didn't go too far at all. Alright, pretty cool. So I'm hoping we can find a pretty decent sized one here now. The track that we picked up. This is a deer track. But this track here it's looking pretty heavy. And I don't think he's too far away. So he should be just up here. If we're lucky, he could be right down here by the river. Then we'll be able to see him from far away and get a good look at him. So he was running this way, then I'm not sure if he turned around and started coming back. So I don't see any sign of any sheep anywhere. Oh, there he is. Running across the lake again. And of course he's a young male. Yeah, pretty young. So let's take him out with the 270. I don't see any other ones around. So we should be clear to take a shot. Alright, he went down. So if you guys want to know where we're at, basically right here, dead center in the middle of this river. And we're going to continue on forward up into this opening up here. Well, this is not the same sheep that we were tracking. So apparently we're going to have to get back on the track and track him down because this is not the same one. Heart shot him at 113 meters. He scores 93. But my question is where did our sheep go? I didn't catch any tracks coming all across this lake here. So I bet he doubled back and probably cut up this hill. Yep, look at this. He cut hard right up this hill. Trotting. So he was way up ahead of us. It's the first trotting tracks I've seen so far. And we got another call from a Dall Sheep. It's just up here. So it's not the same one we're tracking, but there's a pretty good chance that the one we're tracking is pretty close to in the same location as this one is. Oh, there's this track. And we can get on the rock. Perfect. Alright, now we gotta find them where they're at. Oh, I see one over there. And that looks like a young male. Yeah, young male. So far we've only seen basically young males. Is there even any females on the map? There goes a Sitka. Oh, right there! Oh my god, a giant! Holy, look at the size of that thing! Alright, let's check the... Oh my god, the wind is just fiercely pushing to the left here. That's gonna be insane if we can make that shot. We're gonna have to hold like 2 feet to the right just to hit him. He's at 100 meters too. That's probably a 180 plus right there. We could definitely hit him, and we're gonna try. But the wind, he's about 98 meters, and the wind's pushing hard right, or hard left. So we're gonna hold right on him and see what happens here. Ooh! So he actually started walking when we took the shot, anyways. So in that case, we're just gonna have to get closer. So we finally found a giant, and I'm pretty sure this might be the one that we were actually tracking. That's the funny part, is that I'm pretty sure he might be the same one. Is that him? Yep, there he is right there. He's 80 meters away broadside. But the wind is just absolutely fierce. Like, there's no way you can hit that thing, even if you're within 50 meters of him. The wind's gonna push so far. Well, what we can do is try and cut him off. If we stay up here, we should be alright. Let's get some more, let's check this big ram out a little bit more here. So you can see he's really wide and he flares out with his horns. What a giant. I guarantee he's for sure 170 plus. I don't know if he's 180s or not, but wow. Either way, he's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out this wind. Okay, the wind's actually right in our face. This might work here. This might work. There's that other small male. You can see just the size difference between a normal size kind of young male to the monster right here, this big guy. Wow. We'll check the wind one more time. The wind's still right in our face. Jeez, I can't even hear myself talk. The wind is so loud. 75 meters away. I'm basically going to hold the 80 meter pin right on his spine and see what happens. Look at that. So it actually hit wide left of that thing. Wide left. I don't think it hit a little bit low, but not too low. But mostly just wide left. So we're gonna have to hold it. We're gonna have to hold it like 2 feet to the right of him just to hit this thing. Alright, I think we can hit him this time. Here we go. Got him! Crushed him! Hit him right in the hind quarter. Should have went right up into the intestines. He's not going to go too far at all. So I see him right there. No, that's a small one. I actually don't see ours. Let's check the blood. Should be right about here. Yeah, so it's looking like body blood. I think we hit it in the hind quarter. So I saw him run off in this direction here, and I just saw the little one, but I don't see the big one anywhere. I imagine he's in these trees somewhere, probably laying down. Yeah, I think we just kicked up the young one. Yeah, that's the young one. There's no sign of this big one anywhere. He's got to be dead. He is. He's down right here. Look at this. We found him. Monster Dall Sheep. And our first big male too. Look at the size of this thing. Yeah, you can't really see where he hit him very good, but wow. Well, there he is. We finally found one. Big old ram Dall Sheep. Big curls on him. Alright, well, let's take a look and see what he scores. Yep, we got intestine. 192.75. Oh my god, what a giant. So yeah, when you're tracking the animal for the first time and you just start hunting them, the blood's actually going to say body blood on all the shots basically. But even if you hit them in the lung, the blood will look like body blood. But seeing how I knew the quartering angle on this ram, I had a good feeling that we hit intestines, and I was right. So yeah, this is how we found this monster. We picked up a track that looked, to me this track looked huge. I saw the track on the ground and it looked like almost like a moose track. It was so big. So basically we just followed it for quite a ways, and it led us to a herd of sheep, and every time a little one always popped out. And the one time we actually shot a little one because I thought it was him, but then lo and behold, there he was, standing there at about 85 meters away from us, and we got him. Alright guys, so there he is. We got our first big ram Dall Sheep. So that's pretty awesome. I couldn't be happier. I was looking for something that was at least 170 plus to take with the bow, and we found 190 plus. So that's pretty awesome. I do believe it actually is leaderboards. We got our first leaderboard male Dall Sheep, and we took him with the reverse draw crossbow. I think the shot was about 100 meters away, and we hit intestines. So yeah, you guys know pretty much where we were hunting. I picked up that track right along the river, so get out there and go try and find some nice Dall Sheep. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, I was just about to end that video and there's another monster Dall Sheep coming in right here. He's another 170 plus, probably 180s, and he's actually facing right in our direction. You can just barely see him right there behind that tree. Now we do only have a few shots left, but we have a perfect wind this time, so that will be pretty nice. A little bit different than trying to shoot against the wind, crossways, blowing basically in our face. So there's two of them there, but I can only see one. And the one in the back is huge. You can see him there coming at it. Are they gonna fight? They are. Look at that, they're fighting. So basically we're just trying to get to the right of them a little bit so we can get a decent wind and go for a better shot this time. So there's a small male there. That's pretty cool. Big old male fighting against a medium-sized young male. Seeing who's dominant. Alright, so here's our big male. He's pretty broadside right there, but he is in some brush. We do have a perfect wind. Whoa, he just like spun all the way around. Oh, the wind switched. That's unfortunate. Well, in that case, we're going to have to try and get closer. So there he is right there. Sort of heading in our direction. but I don't think he's gonna move too much. He seems to be pretty content, basically where he's at right there. Actually, we might be able to get close enough to take him with the recurve, and that would be absolutely insane. If we can get within 30 meters of him, we can take a shot for sure, because the wind is blowing right at him, and I don't think they'll be able to smell us. Problem is, I hear one to the left of me and one to the right of me. Which one is him? Oh, I see the small one. I see him right there. So he must be to the right of us. Alright guys, here we go. This is pretty awesome. Where is he? I don't see him. Oh, he's right there. Oh my god, they're fighting and we're like 30 meters away. Alright, how far is he? Can't even get a range on him. But that's 50. So he's got to be about 30. Yeah, I can't even get a range on him. Oh my god, he's definitely in range. He's 20 meters away, guys. Look at a monster Dall Sheep 20 meters away from us. I'm moving there. Oh, here we go, here we go. Alright guys, we're drawing back. No. Stop. We just crushed him. You know that was a lung shot. Come on. What? Are you really gonna fight with the arrow through your lungs? You're kidding me. It might have been a little bit high, but definitely hit some kind of vitals. Well, let's just watch him a little bit and see what happens. How cool is that? He has an arrow right through the middle of his body. Perfect shot. I bet it got lung and liver. And he's just out there fighting away like no big deal. He's like, oh, I have an arrow through my lungs? No. Well, look at that. He just tipped over. Oh my god, that was so cool. That was so cool. Might as well take out this one too. But yeah, he's about 55 or 60. Oh, that was a good hit. I think we just heart shot that thing. So clearly these Dall Sheep are glitching out pretty hardcore. Now I'm not sure why that is, but you can see it's glitched out because it's not even moving, and that looked like a heart shot. But I don't really care about that one. What I do care about is this monster that we took with the recurve at less than 20 meters away. Look at that. Alright, let's pick him up. Yep, we got a lung and shoulder blade shot. And his score is 175.9. Shot him at 18 meters. So we shot not only one, but two monster ram Dall Sheeps. And we got one with a recurve bow. And that one just died. Oh. Yeah, this is a pretty fun hunt. Definitely a pretty awesome hunt. Just about to end the video, and we spot this giant over here. So we snuck up on him, got within 20 meters of him when they were fighting, took an awesome shot on him, and he went down. He stayed alive for a little while though. He definitely was alive for quite some time. Monster. Wow. Alright, well, I guess that's definitely going to be the end of this video. So it was going to be the end of this video before, but then we spotted this giant. So now it's going to be the end of the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.